All right, get ready because we're diving deep into the crazy world of XRP.
Sounds exciting.
Oh, it is. You guys have sent in some wild articles. We're talking headlines about Trump, the SEC, a CEO with a very interesting fashion choice. It's a lot.
Definitely a lot to unpack.
So let's get right to it. Our main focus today is this article from timestabloid.com.
Okay.
It's called Ripple CEO Reacts to Gensler Coming Resignation with Feck the SEC Gesture.
Wow, just the title is a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into that, we need to remember where all this started. The SEC lawsuit against Ripple claiming XRP was an unregistered security. That's been going on for years.
Yeah, this whole lawsuit has been a huge roadblock for XRP. The SEC saying it should have been registered, while Ripple insists it's a currency. Everyone in crypto is watching to see how this plays out.
It could impact the whole industry.
Exactly.
And at the center of it all is Gary Gensler, the SEC chair. He hasn't been the most popular guy in the crypto world.
Not exactly. His tough stance has made him pretty controversial. A lot of people feel like he's trying to force these old securities laws onto something totally new.
Yeah, like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly. And that's created so much uncertainty for crypto businesses.
Okay, so we've got this long-running lawsuit, a strict SEC chair, and then suddenly news breaks that Gensler is hinting at resigning, maybe even before Trump takes office in January.
And we all know how Trump feels about Gensler. He's been very critical, even promised to replace him.
This could be a huge turning point for crypto regulation in the U.S.
Absolutely. Trump has always seemed more open to cryptocurrencies, so this might signal a friendlier environment under his administration.
And right on cue, we have Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse making a statement at a crypto conference, wearing a shirt that says F the SEC.
He's not holding back.
Not at all. It's like he's channeling the frustration of the entire crypto community.
It definitely got everyone's attention.
Oh, for sure. But what does this all mean for XRP? The article mentions that right after the news about Gensler broke, XRP's price jumped up over 62% to hit 0.892 thousands.
Wow. Investors are seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. They're thinking that without Gensler, things might get easier for XRP, for crypto in general.
So could this be the start of a comeback story for XRP? Could Gensler leaving clear the way for the lawsuit to finally end?
It's definitely possible. A new chair, someone who understands crypto, could really change things. Maybe they'd be more willing to work something out with Ripple.
That would be a huge win for XRP.
Huge.
All right, so we've got a potentially departing SEC chair, a CEO who isn't afraid to make a statement, and a price surge that's got everyone buzzing. But there's another layer to this, the political side of things.
Trump's return.
Exactly. How will that impact the future of XRP? Stick with us. We'll be right back.
This is getting good.
So we're back, and before the break, we were talking about how Gensler leaving could really shake things up, especially with Trump coming back.
It's a big deal.
For sure. But that SEC lawsuit against Ripple, that's still hanging over everything.
Yeah, that's not going away overnight. Even with a new chair, it's a long process, lots of legal stuff to work through.
True. But couldn't a new chair, maybe someone who gets crypto, take a fresh look at the case?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They could rethink the SEC's whole approach, maybe even try to reach a settlement with Ripple. That would be huge.
It would be a game changer.
But right now, it's all just speculation.
Speaking of speculation, what about Trump? He's made it clear he's not a fan of Gensler, wants to replace him. Could this whole SEC shakeup make things easier for crypto under Trump?
That's the big question. Trump has hinted at supporting crypto before, even talked about Bitcoin rivaling the dollar. If he actually overhauls the SEC, like he said, it could have a huge impact on the whole crypto world.
So imagine for a second the stars align. SEC gets more crypto-friendly, the lawsuit ends, XRP gets the green light. Could it actually challenge SWIFT, the big guy for global transactions?
Things get interesting there. XRP has always said it's faster, cheaper, more efficient than SWIFT. If the regulations ease up, it might finally have a chance to prove it.
So we could see banks, financial institutions all over using XRP for cross-border payments.
Yeah, it wouldn't just be about speed and cost either. XRP's technology, the XRP ledger, it's built to handle tons of transactions securely, transparently. It's made for the digital age.
Well, SWIFT's been the king for decades. It's like embedded in the global system. Can XRP really take on something that big?
It's a real David and Goliath situation. But we've seen technology disrupt everything. If XRP can actually do what it promises and get the big financial players on board, it could start to chip away at SWIFT's dominance.
So we've got potential changes in regulation, maybe the lawsuit ending, and this ambition to take on SWIFT. Anything else happening with XRP that we need to know about?
Well, there's been a lot of talk about a possible meeting between Trump and Brett Garlinghouse, the Ripple CEO.
Seriously.
Uh-huh.
Trump and the SEC guy. That's got to be interesting.
Nobody knows for sure if it's happening, when, or what they'd even talk about. But it shows XRP is on the radar at the highest levels of government.
So what does all this mean for someone trying to make sense of XRP, this roller coaster it's been on?
Honestly, the future of XRP is more uncertain than ever, but also more exciting. There are so many things happening, any one of them could change everything.
So buy, sell, hold. What should people do?
Can't give financial advice, but I will say these next few months are crucial for XRP. Watch the SEC lawsuit, any changes in regulation, any news about partnerships or adoption. This story's not finished yet.
Well said. We've covered a lot, from the SEC lawsuit to XRP maybe taking on SWIFT. But there's another piece to this puzzle. What would a more crypto-friendly U.S. mean for the rest of the world?
That's the question.
Right. So what happens if the U.S. actually embraces crypto? Could it lead to a global wave of adoption? We'll explore that next. All right, welcome back to the final part of our XRP deep dive. So far, we've covered the SEC lawsuit, Trump's return, and even XRP taking on SWIFT. It's been a wild ride.
Definitely wild.
But now I want to zoom out a bit. Look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
What could all this mean for the global financial scene? I mean, the U.S. is kind of in limbo right now, regulation-wise, but it still sets the tone for a lot of the world.
Right.
So what happens if they actually embrace crypto? Could that push other countries to do the same?
It's totally possible. Historically, the U.S. has often led the way when it comes to financial rules. If they make it clear that crypto is here to stay and start creating supportive regulations,
Other countries might follow their lead.
exactly. Nobody wants to miss out on the future of finance.
So where does XRP fit into all of this idea of it being a global currency?
Well, think about it. More countries with crypto-friendly policies means more opportunities for XRP to grow.
Right.
XRP is all about cross-border payments. The more connected the world becomes, the better for XRP.
Like building a network. The more connections, the stronger it gets.
Exactly. And each connection could be a country that's open to crypto, allowing XRP to flow freely.
Okay, I'm starting to see it.
Plus, there's the whole thing with central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Lots of countries are exploring that.
Their own digital currencies.
Yeah. And some people believe XRP could be the key to making all these different CBDCs work together smoothly.
Like a bridge between different digital currencies.
Exactly, a more efficient global system. And XRP, with its speed, low cost, and tech, is in a great position to be a major part of that.
Okay, so here's the big question. Is XRP going to become the global currency? Is it going to take down the US dollar?
Honestly, only time will tell.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure, XRP is at a crossroads. The decisions made by governments, regulators, financial institutions in the next few months, the next few years, they'll decide XRP's future.
It's a pretty crazy story,
It really is.
full of twists and turns.
Definitely.
So for our listeners trying to keep up with all this, what's the key takeaway?
I'd say this. The crypto world is changing fast, and XRP is right in the middle of it all. Stay informed, stay curious, and be ready for anything.
Well said. That's all the time we have for our XRP deep dive. But as we've seen, this story's not over yet. Not even close.
Imagine sending money across borders as easily as sending a text message. That future might not be that far off. If the SEC embraces crypto, it could trigger a global wave of adoption. And maybe, just maybe, XRP could be the one to lead it.
We'll have to wait and see. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.